It says, the stone that the builders rejected has become his cornerstone. And that, to me, that paints this picture of guys who are tectones, guys who are stone workers, guys who are masons, looking at this huge pile of rocks and taking one rock and examining it and going, yeah, I can build out of that, or taking a rock and saying, no, I can't build out of that. Of picking up one rock and saying, yes, this can be accepted, but this has to be rejected. And so they looked at the stone and determined it wasn't worthy to be built on. He said the stone who the builders rejected would be our cornerstone. And I wonder how many of you have looked at Jesus and you have determined that either you weren't willing or he wasn't worthy to build your life upon. And so you decided to build your life on something else, on a marriage or on your kids or on a career or on finances or on an education or whatever that thing that you've built it on was. Somebody showed you Jesus and you picked it up and you said, no, that's not the foundation that I want to build my life on. And so rather than accept it, you reject it.
Hey everybody, welcome to Monday Night Live. I'm Pastor Greg. With me today, Pastor Casey.
Hey.
Hey, how you doing?
Good, I'm great.
So welcome to Monday Night Live. In case you don't know, Casey is our life groups pastor. And why are we talking about life groups right now?
Well, because life groups are going on right now. And we have a really cool option for everyone that's kind of new. It's happening this week, but we're offering 2 online life groups.
That's so exciting.
Totally exciting.
All right, so let's talk about these life groups.
Yes.
It's going along with the Mutter series,
Yeah.
which last week we heard Pastor Sean kind of talk about why it's called Mutter. And he's talking about it is connected to the Hebrew tradition of like muttering, meditating on, keeping it in your mouth and discussing, right? So how does that translate to our life groups?
Yeah, this is a really cool thing for life groups to be doing together. It's really just taking the topic that Pastor's talking about and as a group discussing it before Pastor tells us maybe exactly what it means or where it came from. So we get to discuss it as a group where, what does it mean to us, or where have we heard the things we've heard about that, and then we get to learn about it the next Sunday.
That's so cool. So here's just a quick reminder. If you didn't get to see last week's Mutter's sermon, be sure to check out the app. Check out on Apple TV, Amazon Fire Stick, or download the Life Church Green Bay app. Watch last week's message, and you'll kind of get the framework for what's going on with this. But so cool. How can people register for the online life group?
So you register just like you would for group online life groups. So you register with that, and once you are registered there, we'll add you to the Facebook group, which is where all the discussion and videos will be.
It's going to be so cool. It's going to be an experience like no other.
We're so excited.
Speaking of experiences like no other, you probably haven't ever experienced worship like Club 252 worship. Have a look right now. Get the kids in the room and check this out.
Hey everyone, would you stand and sing with us, Lift Him High? Let's put our hands together. Sing Our Journey.
Our journey, a firm foundation. Our lives are a loud declaration. To Jesus we give our devotion. We live out our lives, boast in the name of the one who has come. His grace never fails, and his light overcomes.
Christ forever.
Christ forever glorified.
Our lives.
Our lives forever to lift him high.
Lift Him High.
We lift him high.
Let's put our hands together.
Our compass has changed and is shifted. Our focus is on the resurrected. Jesus has come and defeated.
Elbows. Lift him high.
lift him high.
Shout it out.
We lift him high.
As loud as you can.
We lift him high.
I bet she's
Knows
teaching
all
you
the
all the
moves.
moves, right? So that's super cool. Here's the deal. Let's go ahead and get right into worship. But before we do, hit the share button. So if you're watching on Facebook Live, just click the share button or start a watch party. Invite your friends and family to join you for worship right here at Life Church.
Continue to worship with us today. Let's sing this out together. Who am I at the highest could welcome me? I was lost, but he brought me in. Oh, his love for me. Oh, his love for me. Come on, lift your voice. Who the sun sets free. Oh, is free. I'm a child of God, yes I am. Free last He has ransomed, His grace runs deep. While I was a slave to sin, Jesus died for me. Come on. Yes, He died for me. Who the Son sets free, oh, is free indeed. I'm a child of God, yes I am. In my Father's house, there's a place for me. I'm a child of God, yes I
Come on, church, let's sing this like we believe it today. Here we go. I am chosen, not forsaken. I am who you say. You are for me, not against me. I am who you say. Here we go. I am chosen, not forsaken. I am who you say I am.
You are for me, not against me. I am who you say I am. Oh, Lord,
I am chosen, not forsaken. I am who you say I am.
yes, I am.
You are for me, not against me. I am who you say I am. Oh, I am who you say I am.
Yes, I am who you say I am. Who the Son sets free, oh, is free indeed. I'm a child of God, yes, I am. In my Father's, come on, believe it. There's a place for me. I'm a child of God, yes, I am.
Come on, let's lift him up today. Behold, the Father's heart, the mystery He lavishes on us, as deep cries out to deep. Oh, how desperately he wants us. Sing, behold, behold, his holy Son, the Lion and the Lamb given to us. The Word became a man, that my soul should know its Savior. Forsaken for the sake of all mankind, salvation is in his blood. Jesus Messiah just died for love. Do you believe it? It wasn't over, for he is the risen one. Let's celebrate that today. Come on. Then sings my soul. Then sings my soul. How great your love is. How great your love is. Then sings my soul. Then sings my soul. How great your love is. How great your love is. Then sings my soul. Yes, God. And behold, I have a friend, holy fire within, my ever-present help, speaking truth when I can't find. If you need a friend today, come on, let's go. Here we go. Behold, I have, you know what, sing it.
The Spirit breathing holy fire within, my ever-present help,
Speaking truth when I can't find it. Oh, Holy Spirit, let your word in me be done. Then sings my soul. Come on, church. Then sings my soul. We praise you, Lord. How great your love is. How great your love is. Then sings my soul. Then sings my soul. How great your love is. How great your love is. Then sings my soul. Come on, lift it up to you.
This is the time in our service we have set aside to pray with you and for you. If you need prayer at any time or any moment, text the number on the screen. I have the privilege of being married to one of the handiest guys ever. He's a picture of Carhartt, Red Wing boots, and Milwaukee tools all mixed together. He has the ability to fix just about anything, and if he doesn't know, I'm telling you, he will figure out a way to know. Steve and I work together on a lot of projects. Well, I'm usually there for moral support, and he just likes me around. I'm his runner and the person he bounces ideas off if he gets stuck. Steve does forget that I'm not quite as strong as he is. As his runner, he will send me to grab his tool bag for him. And do you have any idea how heavy that tool bag is? I wanted to bring it here to show you, but I couldn't drag the thing in if my life depended on it. Here's what Steve knows. He needs his tools. If he's going to do what he needs to do, he needs to not only have his tools, but he needs to use them. And you know, it's really this way with prayer. We have the best tool ever, the ability to be in relationship and talk to God about in our life. We need to have confidence that God will do what he says he will do, and even if it doesn't turn out the way we think it should turn out, we trust he'll be there and at that time with us. 1 John 5:14 says, "This is the confidence we have in approaching God, that if we ask anything according to his will, he hears us." Here's the thing. I don't know what your struggles are here today, but the cool thing is, God does. And you know what's even cooler? You have the best tool ever that should be in everyone's tool bag, and that's prayer. So text now. We'd love to pray with you.
I take the bread of life, broken for all my sin. Your body crucified to make me whole again. I will recall the cup poured out in sacrifice to trade the sinners in for your